So guys, now I want to do how an in-prime Pacquiao would have done against the current Terence Crawford. Listen, I think it would have been a great fight, and like I've just said, that I think Pacquiao's in his prime, or those years where he had those golden years, Pacquiao was invincible, and Pacquiao would have been a dangerous fight for anybody. I do think the Crawford fight would have been a different fight to Errol Spence, because I think Crawford is technically very gifted and technically a lot superior than an Errol Spence. I think he's bigger than Pacquiao, but it's not just bigger than Pacquiao. It's the fact that he's probably would have been the most technically gifted fighter that Pacquiao. Like, don't get me wrong, Cotto, Margarita, all these guys were good, but De La Hoya was at the end of his career, but I don't think any of them have the technical ability and the boxing ability, the ring IQ of a Terence Crawford. They just don't. Don't get me wrong, Terence Crawford hasn't fought anybody of Pacquiao's level. So you couldn't say that in prime Pacquiao. To be honest, there weren't many fighters at Pacquiao's level at all. So there weren't many fighters, you know, that you could say were at Pacquiao's level full stop. You know, so Crawford's never going to be able to fight anybody that you can compare to that Pacquiao, because, like I said, that Pacquiao was probably the greatest fighter, one of the greatest fighters of all time. So you're never going to get, you know, that kind of guy on your resume. But the thing is, I do think Terence Crawford would have been a lot harder fight for Manny Pacquiao, even that Manny Pacquiao, because I think Pacquiao would have been fighting somebody that's very skilled, that's very good, that's a very good boxer, very awkward, very hard to hit, technically, defensively very good, and offensively brilliant as well. And not just that, he can switch, he can do everything, so he causes you a lot of trouble, a lot of problems. I do think Manny Pacquiao was so sensational at that time that he could definitely, in my opinion, adapted and got over that and potentially knocked Crawford out. But I just think stylistically that wouldn't have been a good fight for Pacquiao, even in prime. I don't get me wrong, I think it would have been a 50-50 kind of fight. I think it was a fight that could have gone either way, and that I'm giving Crawford a lot of credit, because, like I said, I don't think Crawford has got great names on his resume. But the thing is with Crawford is that he's technically very gifted, and you can see that. And I just think Pacquiao, the fact that Pacquiao is smaller than him, that would have made a difference, because Crawford boxing ability would have come into play. I don't think any of the guys that Pacquiao beat during that time, technically, or the ring IQ, the boxing ability, they didn't have what Crawford's got. And even though they probably faced better opponents and stuff, they still, you can just tell when you see someone special. And Crawford's special, there's no doubt about that. I don't think anyone denies that Terence Crawford's boxing ability is special. They just deny he needs to do it against the top level guys, which I'm pretty sure he will. But I just think that's a pick-em fight. That's a pick-em fight. But if I'm going to go with somebody, I'm going to go with Terence Crawford. I just think Terence Crawford would have got the job done. I think stylistically, Pacquiao's style doesn't match up well against him. I just think Crawford would have outboxed Pacquiao, and he would have got a decision. That's my take on that fight. It would have been a great fight. It wouldn't have shocked me if Pacquiao beat him. Most people would probably have Pacquiao winning. I just think stylistically, I think Crawford would have probably been a very difficult fight for Pacquiao, and that's why I'm going for a Crawford decision win. But leave your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, guys. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.